My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to read my writing and to see my latest CNN appearances and my MSNBC and RT appearances, you can go to hagoodman.com. My link to RT's Crosstalk is below, my appearance there. And I appreciate the kind words and support. Please continue to share it. And I have an article that was published a couple hours ago in the Huffington Post, and it's Democrats deserve President Trump for creating a cult around Hillary Clinton and cheating Bernie Sanders. So I will put that link below. Please go ahead and share it if you find the article intriguing. Um, I'm going to start off with something very interesting. Some breaking news in terms of WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks came out with a couple tweets pertaining to President Trump and the potential of President Trump pardoning Julian Assange. I believe that President Donald Trump will and hopefully will and should pardon Julian Assange for a number of reasons. But I'll read you this. There's no better way for re-election in terms of 2020. So what Trump should be doing is thinking of 2020. Right now, he should be thinking of re-election. And in doing so, thinking of things that differentiate him from President Obama, especially in terms of a progressive base or a liberal base that's going to be, in many ways, united against the Trump presidency. I'm going to read you this from PolitiFact. In 7 years of Obama's presidency, the administration launched a record number of cases against those who revealed what the government wanted kept secret. Under Obama, 8 whistleblowers have been prosecuted under the World War I era Espionage Act, more than under all other presidents combined. So it's pretty astounding, more than under all other presidents combined. And there's another article that says same. Obama has charged more under Espionage Act than all other presidents combined. Very interesting when you take that into account with the fact that Hillary Clinton, the FBI couldn't find intent, yet she had 22 top secret emails with special access program intelligence on a server that was unencrypted for 3 months, connected to a BlackBerry that the NSA said she could not use, linked, eventually we found out with during the second FBI criminal investigation, linked to Anthony Weiner's computer, laptop. And so when you talk about a security risk, we already know that reports show that 5 nations hacked into Hillary Clinton's server. Defense Secretary Robert Gates stated that it's almost certain Iran, China, not just Russia, Iran, China, and Russia hacked into Hillary Clinton's server. Former Defense Secretary Robert Gates stated that. So it's not just me or my opinion or H.A. Goodman. It's people who know anything about the intelligence community know that her server was hacked. Okay, and we also know that people who corresponded with her, their computers were hacked. Hillary Clinton is a walking cybersecurity risk. That being said, I'll read you the WikiLeaks email. Thanks to the many calling on Trump to pardon Assange, yet all that is needed is for the DOJ to do the right thing. And then WikiLeaks lawyers to Loretta Lynch, Clinton precedent requires closing DOJ case against WikiLeaks. So WikiLeaks lawyers to Loretta Lynch, Clinton president requires closing DOJ case. So I'll read you just really quickly part of the WikiLeaks lawyers' letter to the DOJ. It's interesting. To the Honorable Loretta E. Lynch, as you are aware, on November 9, 2010, the United States Department of Justice announced it was commencing an investigation of potential crimes committed by WikiLeaks and its founder, Julian Assange. As recently as March 15, 2016, the Department of Justice, in a publicly filed court document, confirmed that this, quote, investigation continues to this day. Okay. As Mr. Assange's criminal defense counsel in the United States, I have repeatedly sought information from the Department of Justice regarding this now nearly 6-year-old investigation, despite the fact that the department has continually publicly confirmed through court filings and statements to the press that it is conducting an ongoing criminal investigation of Mr. Assange. The department has provided me no substantive information whatsoever. So if you look at, and then definitely check out the tweet. The letter lists all the reasons that WikiLeaks shouldn't be, charged with any crime. It goes on, the pending criminal investigation of Mr. Assange is plainly based on his news gathering and reporting activities. WikiLeaks has published information out of a single overriding motivation: its belief that the information being published is newsworthy, which of course it is. The extensive third-party media coverage of information published by WikiLeaks confirms that WikiLeaks' assessment in this regard was correct. WikiLeaks' intent was lawful. It was not to aid enemies of the United States or to obstruct justice. It was to inform the public about matters of great public interest. To my amazing subscribers and to people who are listening, if you're an independent, conservative, progressive, liberal, if you're a Trump voter, if you're a Bernie voter, if you're a Jill Stein voter, if you're a Hillary Clinton supporter who still has a conscience left or who hasn't been completely demoralized by the absolute crash and burn of Hillary Clinton's campaign that had to do with the corruption within her campaign and the fact that, correct the record, spent $1 million to insult and harass H.A. Goodman, Tim Black, people throughout the country who are Bernie supporters. So there's a whole bunch of reasons, in addition to the fact that Hillary Clinton voted for the Iraq War, had 2 FBI criminal investigations. There's so many reasons that Hillary Clinton lost to Trump. Now, one of the issues is that WikiLeaks is a publisher. It published the Podesta emails because these emails were newsworthy. And not only that, every publication, every political publication in America and in the world that people read have cited WikiLeaks emails 1 through 36. I have done so in my writing and in my YouTube channel and on Twitter and on Facebook, and you have done so as well in all different mediums. When other journalists and other publications publish WikiLeaks information and they're not charged with the crime, there's no reason why WikiLeaks should be investigated by the DOJ. Furthermore, I'll try to keep this under 10 minutes. President Donald Trump, if he's interested in a re-election in 2020, one of the most important things to do would be to pardon Julian Assange and pardon Chelsea Manning. This would send a message to real progressives, honest real progressives, or real voters, independent voters, young voters, millennials, that the propaganda that you heard from all these different publications that actually give their articles to edit to the Podesta campaign, the propaganda that Trump was such a big ogre and that he was just going to destroy the nation, well, that propaganda would be completely undermined. If President Obama has indicted more people, charged more people under the Espionage Act than every other president combined, and Donald Trump, right when he is elected, pardons Julian Assange or helps Julian Assange in WikiLeaks, that is something, it would be of profound importance and significance. And it would affect me as well because I would look at Trump in a different way than I do, in a more positive, in a more favorable manner. And I think that millions of other people, independents, progressives, millennials, would see Trump in a whole new light. And that would create immense political capital for President Trump. Because, look, if he wants to build a border wall, I'll be against that. If he wants to go ahead and deport people, I'll be against that. And progressives and liberals will unite against that. And there's going to be a major propaganda blitz. Go a little over 10 minutes. But if he does this, and he essentially does the right thing, so he wouldn't be rewarding Assange. Julian Assange and WikiLeaks are doing what the media is supposed to do. If they get emails that are 100% pristine, authentic, genuine, which lead to Donna Brazil, being fired from CNN for doing something that's not right, giving questions to Hillary Clinton, or DNC officials like Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the WikiLeaks emails lead to her resignation at DNC. And we know Bernie Sanders was cheated. Imagine our world if we didn't know all the corruption, Bernie being cheated, everything else. Imagine where we would be at this moment. So I think we all owe WikiLeaks and Julian Assange and whistleblowers like Chelsea Manning and whistleblowers around the world gratitude, and more than just that. I think that everybody should ask President Trump to pardon WikiLeaks, Julian Assange, Chelsea Manning. And I think it's the moral thing to do. It's the right thing to do. And if Trump does that, my goodness, he'll be remembered forever. Already, something very good happened. The Trans-Pacific Partnership was defeated. That was Bernie, Trump, and WikiLeaks. But give me your thoughts below. President Trump might pardon. It looks like he will. I hope he will. Julian Assange and WikiLeaks, and I think that it's the moral and right thing to do. And if you have any ideas as to how to get the Trump administration to pardon WikiLeaks and Julian Assange, let everybody know your peaceful, legal, and creative ideas. Thank you so much for listening.